Hi, I'm Ryan, and in this video I'm going to be analysing 5 1v1 matches that me and Schmaniol had a few months ago. The race starts off with both me and Schmaniol getting a missile, with him shooting me first and me making sure that I hit mine as well so he can't front run and leave me behind in the pack. We then do a drift on the boost pad to the right side, and we do this because the tracking system prioritizes the left side, meaning that we are going to be in worse positions than we actually are, which results in better items. Additionally, we are less likely to get hit by the pack on the right path. I'm going to summarize bananas in general here. Schmaniol and I either place them in a racing line or in blind spots or before boxes, or if we need to cycle items. In this case, it's a racing line. Here, Schmaniol is too far behind for me to utilize my notch sword. I look back in F5 to see if Schmaniol has a mushroom or a missile, and I also make sure to place my bananas with a short delay in between, so that if somebody slips into one of them, they can also slip into others, because you get like a half second of invincibility if you get hit by a banana. Normally, you go to the right to the other boost pad, however, it can be beneficial to not take it and just go forwards because of the item box. It's going to be better if you pull a mushroom or a missile than gaining half a second with the other route. I kept my silly bomb for a long time to precisely place it right here after the jump. You can't see the bomb, and it's a really OP spot because it's hard to dodge without losing much time. I pull a missile and look back a lot of times to analyse where exactly Schmaniol is, and what kind of item he could have. In this particular moment, I see him do a drift, which you only do if you get a mushroom. I then decided to throw it after the next corner to cancel out his shroom. What I didn't realise, however, is Schmaniol noticed me looking back and figured out that I had a missile, which led him slowing down a tiny bit to perfectly dodge it and catch up to me with his shroom. We both pull snowballs and make sure to hit us right before the boost pads, because snowballs have a special feature that cancel out the boost pads for a few seconds if you get hit by one shortly before a boost pad. Here I cycle my bananas because they're not super useful in second place. Remember the banana I placed here in lap 1? You probably won't, and that's the problem with putting them in blind spots like this. They're really OP because you can't see them until it's too late, but that also applies to yourself. You can be victim to your own placing like this. My mistake was not keeping track of where I'd placed those blind spot bananas. You've taken the lead. Once again, I'm placing the bananas with a short delay so that people can slide into multiple. Again, I go for the item on the left. This time it really paid off because I got a mushroom. Even though this isn't the optimal boost spot on the map, I still use it here because I need to catch up to Schmaniol fast. The optimal spot is halfway through the map and I just can't afford to hold on to an item for that long while in second place. Using the shroom was definitely the right move because I got lucky and pulled a missile, which put me from a few seconds disadvantage to a few seconds ahead in just 5 seconds. Just as in lap 2, I look back a lot of times to analyse Schmaniol's position and if he does a drift or not. This time he doesn't, which means that he doesn't have a shroom at least. Sadly, I threw the missile a bit too early, but misaiming here is not as bad as it was in lap 2 because Schmaniol had a shroom in lap 2, and in this case he did not. Placing the banana perfectly in the gap so that Schmaniol is forced to take a wide line there, which loses time. I get 2 notched swords and I look back to see if Schmaniol is close by. He is. Therefore, I decide not to cycle them. You've taken the lead. This is the key part that decided the game. Schmaniol had a mushroom and I already figured out that he could have had one, which is the reason I was looking back so much. However, Schmaniol also knew that I had notched swords, so what he did is that he used his mushroom way earlier than you normally do, because he knew I was ready to notch him, which made me miss the timing slightly and not push him backwards.
You've taken the lead.
We both go forwards again in hopes of getting one last lottery win, and I actually get a red missile, but he was too far ahead and I threw it too late and I should have thrown it towards the left path. And that concludes game 1, 1-0 for Schmaniol.
Ready. Set. Go. Left one. You've taken the lead.
I pull a green missile first box and hit him with it. This put me in a very big advantage.
Taken the lead.
I hold this green for a while since Schmaniol is far behind and I can use it just in case he catches up with the shrooms.
Left two.
Playing it safe, I decide to throw at the green in this blind spot in case he did somehow catch up. Schmaniol managed to escape the pack and catch up to me again. However, I had a missile ready at a spot where it's pretty much impossible to dodge a green if you don't want to lose significant amount of time because you're going wider than usual. And you can't allow for time loss if you're this far behind in seconds, so Schmaniol had to take the risk. Yet again, I decided to play it safe with this missile and hold on to it. I got my missile at the start of lap 3 and I didn't use it anywhere, not even here. I do that because anything can still happen. It's better to be conservative with your items near the end. If Schmaniol did indeed pull multiple shrooms, I'd still be able to hit him with that green I had saved. Pretty boring game overall. The score is 1-1 now.
You've taken the lead.
Once again pulling a lucky green missile in my first box. This match, however, won't end like the last one did. I was too impatient with my missile. If I had waited a little longer, I probably could have hit him.
You've taken the lead.
Cycling old bananas. I let go off of my drift too early, so I fell down the bridge. Placing the banana just in front of the boost pad right in the racing line.
Lap two.
Pulled a shroom, but Schmaniol was ready and expected me with his missile.
You've taken the lead.
I'm placing the bananas perfectly in the racing line, so you're forced to take a wider line, and the last one I place on a blind spot. I got notched swords at the perfect timing as he got blued.
You've taken the lead.
Schmaniol noticed me holding the sword in my hand just before I had pulled out the barrier, which made him slow down so I missed my swords. If I hit Schmaniol with that notched, he would have been very far behind me, which makes it so hard for him to catch up this far into the game. Especially because I pulled a shroom just after. I try and gain distance with this shroom early in hopes that I get other items to secure the win.
You've taken the lead.
I was ready for his shroom, but he took a very wide line because he knew I was waiting with a notched or missile again, so Schmaniol manages to dodge it. Here he gets triple bananas and snipes me with them. It was a very intense back and forth race overall and a very nerve-wracking end. In the end it was 2-1 for Schmaniol.
Ready. Set. Go. Left one. You've taken the lead.
Classic Canyon start. He gets a missile and I get a shroom, so not a terrible start for me. I, however, keep it and won't use it yet because the shroom spot at the end/start of the lap is way better than the one here. This was an incredibly risky play by Schmaniol, but it paid off really well. He was expecting me to have a shroom, so he was ready in F5 waiting for me to use it, and then he shoots the missile right when I want to pass him, and he then cancels out my shroom just like that. He takes the forward path instead of the right one that I take, because he wants to avoid item spam between us. He tries to notch me right when he lands, but he lands just a tiny bit too late and I pull out another shroom. All of this combined pretty much gives me the upper hand here. I dropped onto one of his well-placed bananas in a blind spot and then also missed the second jump pad. We are now on even playground again. Schmaniol then tries to snipe me with a banana, but due to the elevation, I luckily go under the banana. However, I pull a lucky red and it's decided. Luck sadly is a big part in canyon races because of how simple and small the map is. I keep my calm and don't shoot the green missile because I would have a reasonably high chance of missing. Instead, I turn around and scare him with the green missile in hopes he slows down trying to weave around and dodge the missile, which he does by immediately weaving to the left. In the end, it's better to keep it and use it on Schmaniol if he happens to get a shroom and tries to overtake me in the last second next to the boost pads. But yeah, that doesn't happen. Pretty close game overall. It's 2-2 now. And here we go to game 5.
Ready. Set. Go. You've taken the lead.
I saw the red for a split second and I knew I was in trouble. Olympus is a very big test of consistency as it's very hard to catch up since there are no great stream spots. I was immediately at a very big disadvantage here. I place this banana in hopes that he slips and gets bridged or pushed backwards in lap 2 or 3. He's too far away from me to hit him with green, so this is my only way of slowing him down. I cycle this green as Schmaniol was already quite far ahead and there is no long-range green spot on Olympus. Schmaniol gets blued here, which made me regret wasting that green, but I couldn't have known that. Furthermore, he was expecting me and had a notch sword ready, which even pushed me into the void. I knew that catching up would be incredibly difficult, so I had to recover using the shroom that I had pulled instead of using it in better spots, gambling that I would get even more shrooms down the line. I get a red, which I want to save until I get a clear shot. Here is the match decider. Schmaniol slides into my banana that I had placed just before a boost pads, so he gets pushed backwards, which made him lose a lot of time. And then I use my red on him and he gets blued at the same time. Game over. I'm still cycling the bananas while also placing them in the racing lines. I decide to keep this missile until the end of the game, just in case if he somehow did make a comeback with a ton of shrooms. I actually did slide into one of his bananas. This could get close still. I decided not to do the last heat reset on this blue pad since it's the hard drifts. I also wanted to play it safe and I was just completely focusing on where Schmaniol is. He actually has a red missile, but he was just a bit too far behind and the red missile didn't reach me in time. And that's the end. It was a pretty close match to finish it off, and in the end the score was 3-2 for me. Anyways, I hope this video helped you get an insight into item usage and how the top tier players think while playing. Hope you enjoyed.